Welcome to Carnivore 411. My name is Matthew. Just to give you a little bit of background, well, today is my day 17 on the carnivore diet. I've been enjoying it, loving it so far. We're gonna see where it takes me to. I was, just kind of give you a little bit of background. I was plant-based for 10 years. During those 10 years, I never got sick, which is really, really nice. My allergies cleared up, my sinuses, oh man. I didn't get sick in 10 years, so that kind of speaks for itself. So plant-based, for me, when I was on it, it really meant freedom. Now, mind you, that's what plant-based. But I was really healthy plant-based. I cut out the processed foods, okay? So was it the plant-based or was it cutting out the processed foods, right? All right, so it's a combination, I think. It's a combination, but plant-based, being on day 17, I'm going to say that the carnivore diet has given me 1,000 times more energy. It's given me the energy to be able to work out. When I was on the plant-based diet, and this is just a couple of things, I mean, there are so many different things I can compare, as far as like the ups and the downsides, but, just looking at energy levels. Now, mind you, this is my breakfast lunch. So right here, I got my chicken breast, and I got to tell you, it tastes great. It is, it was a total change of the mind to be able to get used to eating chicken again. And chicken used to be my favorite thing to eat. Well, for 17 days now. Well, not actually 17 because I started off with tuna. But chicken now, yeah, I'm totally enjoying it. But the energy levels, just kind of get back to that. When I was doing the plant-based diet, I had to push myself so hard. I was doing crunches. The most crunches that I could, well, not crunches, forget crunches, push-ups. Let's talk about push-ups. The most push-ups that I could do is about 50 push-ups in a row. And that was killing me. Over the past 17 days, my 50 push-ups have increased daily. Now I'm at 68 push-ups today. I would be riding my bike. I've got an inside bike. And I would be able to go on my bike. I could do 3 to 10 kilometers, but man, anything over 3, actually even 3 was killing me. I would be sitting there, I'd be trying to push myself to be able to go faster. Not faster, but longer. Faster actually, really too. Yeah, and it was just killing me. Still not sick, but not strong either. There's something to be said for that. So just to kind of tell you what I'm experiencing, 10 kilometers that used to take me on the plant-based diet, like, oh man, 3 hours at least, 3 or 4 hours, just trying to push myself on this carnivore diet. Game changer. It blew my mind. I wasn't even trying to do it, but I had so much energy. Within 45 minutes, I had done 10 kilometers, 6.25 miles. Last night, when I got off work pretty late. It was about 11 o'clock. And at 11 o'clock, I had a surge of energy. And I was like, you know what? Let me just see, because I don't know. I mean, I've never started to ride the bike that late at night. It's kind of like, that's bedtime, right? I mean, I might do some crunches. Might do some free weights, but not the bike, because you're pushing yourself to be able to tear down the muscles so that they can rebuild at night, right? And so yeah, right. But I got on the bike. When I got on the bike, I knocked out 10 kilometers within 53 minutes. It felt great. I felt my skin glistening, because just the perspiration. And my body just wanted to keep going and going and going and going. And my mind didn't try to close me down. Because you know how your mind is always the biggest battle on, I don't want to feel pain. I don't want to feel this. I don't want to feel that. But yeah, it said, yeah, just keep going because the body's telling me you can do it. The brain said, just go and don't think about it. And I did. So real big game changer. Now when I get up in the morning, I don't think about, I got to do push-ups. I got to do push-ups. It's not stressing me out like that anymore. And that's a huge game changer. I don't know if everybody experiences this or not. but it was a major wall that I was hitting up against, okay? So this morning when I get up, and for the past week, it's been the same way. When I get up, and this is a huge difference for me. You just don't know how big of a difference it is. But when I get up in the morning, my first thought is, let's go in there, let's breathe, get plenty of oxygen inside of my lungs, and take about 10 deep breaths, and let's do the push-ups. First thing. So yeah, and today, as I said, it was topping out about 50 after I think day 17. I was at 68 push-ups. For me, that's a gain, okay? 68 push-ups in a row, of course, on my first set. So, that was pretty cool. I felt really, really good about that, and I feel pumped up about it. I also know that if I keep eating this, I'm gonna keep feeling full energy, and it's just motivating me. When you feel tons of energy, when you're thinking really clearly, you feel great, tons of energy, feeling great, thinking clearly. The only other thing that I'm really doing right now, besides for working out and just being consistent with eating, is watching YouTube videos. So, watch Ken Berry on a lot of different, Ken Berry. There's a lot of others, and I've been watching him with other doctors, and such. But yeah, just kind of rocking it out that way. So, I'm going to be getting outside. I'm in Tennessee. It's beautiful outside. Right today it's 73 degrees, and I'm sure it feels like it's 83. I think I'm going to go get my vitamin D on for sure. But yeah, and if you watched the video from yesterday, obviously I was outside. But yeah, this chicken, delicious. That protein going into my body, helping rebuild my body, helping rebuild my brain that needs that protein. It needs it, guys. No matter what anybody else says to you. At this moment in time, I would call any plant-based person, I'm really leaning towards the idea that that plant-based advocates for a man demasculates a man. Because men, in my mind, should be, or the way I perceive them, should be, true, very healthy. You can be healthy on a plant-based or a carnivore diet. Not on the standard American diet. But to be able to have tons of energy like I think that a man should have, to be able to have muscle gain the way I think that I perceive a man should have, and ideally speaking, you don't have to have muscles to be a man, mind you, but it's nice to have that option. It's nice to have that option of saying, you know what, if I want to, I want to say six-pack, but I don't have one, right? I'm working towards it. Yeah, I'm a work in progress, right? So, I guess that's why it gives me something to aspire to, which is nice, And I've aspired to a lot of things in life. I've attained a lot of those things. There's only like two, well, I'm sure there's more than two things, I don't want to sound cocky or anything like that. There are quite a few things, I'm sure, that, two things I can think of that I try to attain every day. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, I think day 17 of my carnivore diet, my journey, and it's been a lot of fun. As you can see, I'm really real, and there you go. So, peace. Oh, by the way, if you think this diet's expensive, it's not. No. If you want expensive, if you can afford the standard American diet, well, that's not necessarily true. If you go out to fast food restaurants, this is going to cost you a lot less. Yep. And I think my one bit of advice for anybody that's thinking about going carnivore is you got to unlearn and relearn. You got to unlearn everything you know. You've got to question it all. Then you just have to jump in both feet first. So, there you go. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace out.